What's going on, Blue Chips? How we doing this morning? Yes, bud. You want some? Hold on. Let's see what we got here. The ship is safe in harbor, but that's not what ships are for. That's a pretty good one. Let's get to it. All right, traders. How we doing this morning? It's hump day. A little bit late here. Let's see if the kiddo actually will take a bite. I know you like this. You've had it before, silly. What? It's chicken salad with avocado, cheddar cheese, and Old Bay. Yeah, you're eating it up now. You just had to get that first bite.
Go upstairs?
Do you want to take this?
No.
I mean, I don't want you to take it either, but he's going to sit here and try to eat it.
Yeah, man. Wanna go upstairs? I got goldfish.
Goldfish. He's like, Mom, I'd rather healthy stuff. Is that yummy? Sorry, guys. There's not much I can do about this. I mean, we're not going to be doing anything. We're just waiting until the bell here. I was reading a thing. Brian posted a thing from Centerpoint. It said, pursuant to Rule 11890B, NASDAQ on its own motion in conjunction with ARCA, the route maker, has determined to cancel all trades in security Tough Built Industries Inc., which is TBLT, as you see it up on the screen, at or below $1.20 that were executed on NASDAQ between 4 and 6:48 this morning. This decision cannot be appealed. Well, it's so hard because he doesn't really eat the chicken chunks. So just
Come on, want some? Come on.
Okay, go, Mommy. She's got some. It's the same thing, bub.
Come on.
Okay, go, Mommy.
Go upstairs.
All gone. Mommy's got it all now. All gone. Okay, Mommy's the only one that has some now.
Come on.
Look, you'll be happy. Look. Oh, you let him see it. And the end of that said, NASDAQ, or this decision cannot be appealed. NASDAQ will be canceling trades on the participants' behalf. That's crazy. I've never seen this market right now. I'm seeing things I've never seen before. Vincenzo, Thomas, Marketing, Jeff, what's going on? Think we can reach them 35 viewers here on a hump day? We'll see. Don't forget to hit that like button. Helps the YouTube algorithm. Maybe we can get more people in here. Got about 40 seconds here to the bell. Going to be playing right off the scanners. And we'll see what happens here. Not liking where the SPY is going. Just to kind of get into that a little bit. It's gapping down here. We're down a little over 2% at the moment. We're, I think, a little over 3% at its lows here in the pre-market. It usually doesn't bode well too much for our strategy, especially with everything right now trying to follow the market. So we'll see what happens. Jonathan McCarthy, what's up, man? How you doing this morning? Been putting balls in my mouth all morning. I was up till about 2 o'clock this morning, just absolutely shopping for above ground irrigation, to be completely honest. And I ended up ordering stuff, so can't complain. There's the bell. Let's get at it. Good luck, everybody. Stay green, stay safe. Remember, risk management is number one. Learn to be consistent, but always have risk management in place. So the minus I3 scanner is lighting up like a light bulb. Everything else, the plus I3 scan, not so much. Got PLT on there. That's about it. Made a nice little move here at the open. A little bit of a lower float. APDN, a little bit lower of a float. I remember looking at this one earlier. This could be the one that tries to be the low float runner this morning. These might be buy the dip type plays. These have been running a lot lately. Think of Works, ICD, I think, was another one. There's been a bunch of these where they've been running the lower floats. SPY looks like it's just going to be nice and slow today. I just got a feeling the SPY is going to kind of chop sideways, maybe fade a little bit more as the day goes on. FAZ we have up on our other screen. This actually looks really nice, but we don't have any shares available. Wonder, Christian, what's up, man? I forget who was here yesterday that has Interactive Brokers. Oh yeah, it was Day Trading with Chris. It'd be nice to know if they had shares here on FAZ. This is one that we'd be looking at. We'd be looking for a move up through 29 here, which we have. We'd just be looking for a nice extension. Mr. Mackey, what's going on? Welcome. Remember, guys, on the way in, hit that like button. It'll get the stream out there to a few more traders, and maybe we can get up to that 35 concurrent viewers this morning. Do a little giveaway of some balls. I got 2 balls with somebody's name on them. Just sounds worse and worse every time I say it, but I can't help myself. Pixie apparently halted here. Call from the ISW room. We have no shares on this one either. Another low floater. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Brian. Brian, in all of his glory, being as busy as he is, took the time to let me know that IB had 400,000 shares. Appreciate that. I am working on getting my IB account up and running. Just waiting for it to get reapproved. Because I had an IB account right before I actually started with ISW. I had opened up an IB account looking to maybe try to swing trade, learn how to swing trade. And I realized really quickly that I sucked at it. And so I took it back out and ended up putting it back on SureTrader before I knew about CMEG. And once I found out about CMEG and how awesome they were compared to SureTrader, I jumped ship pretty quickly. And I've been happily with CMEG ever since. Watching VIPS here. This one's not too bad. This was right off the scanner. I'd like to see it go up through 17. Need a little bit of a run. The range isn't that great at the moment. Yeah, FAZ, it would have been interesting. Not sure we would have got in there. Probably would have. I love those pops through the whole dollar. It looks like it would have worked out pretty quickly. So both scanners going off here. At the moment, lots of red though. Everything's red at the moment with the market. The market itself is actually trying to move higher here, which is why we're probably getting some action on the plus I3 scan. Love to see VIPS go through 17 here, maybe make a run up here towards that 1720 area. Looking at some good resistance area. If you look yesterday, it was used as resistance twice and then used as support a bunch of times. So it would definitely be a key area. Need a nice quick push though. I need bigger balls. Couldn't hold Neuro yesterday. Yeah, Neuro was an interesting one. There was some people on both sides of that one for sure. Do you think the commission with CMEG is okay for new traders? It depends on what your account size is. I don't recommend anyone start with less than $3,000 if you're looking to avoid the PDT with the offshore broker, because the commissions at $2.95 a ticket, they're not bad. Considering when I started, I was with SureTrader, I was paying $4.95 a ticket, so basically cut in half. Pretty much any broker you go with, especially offshore, I always call them a necessary evil, but you're going to be paying for the software and the commissions and all. Like it's part of the game. You got to pay to play. So CMEG it's $125 a month for DOS. It's one. Here we go. We're getting this move up here on VIPS. See if we can get up there towards 1720. Would love to see this go right through 1720 for a split second. Really nothing else to look at on the scanners for us at the moment. Like I said, everything's kind of in the red at the moment. See if we can't get this move up to 1720. It's coming right back down. But yeah, it's 125 for DOS. That includes the market data. And then it's 131 for sterling, which I don't really recommend. I just love DOS. It's so simple, clean, it's fast. Executions are great. But yeah, so you pay the monthly fee, and then you have the $2.95 commissions per ticket. So like I said, if you're trying to start with $1,000, it's going to be way too hard. I would not recommend it. I've never told anyone that I recommend starting offshore, trying to avoid the PDT with less than $3,000. I feel like that's kind of the minimum that you would need. Come on, make that push. Just trying. I don't like that it came back down and tested 17 right there. So I really want this to push through 1720. We'll see what it does here. There we go, coming up to it. See if we can get this pop through. It's starting to get a little grindy as well, to be honest. But we're right at that level. Now, the reason I don't want to jump in here is because we already had that pullback to 17, right? Now, it doesn't mean it's not going to go back and test it again, but I am not, like, I don't get as confident when you already get that pullback that it's going to happen, right? You would want this to re-extend itself. It doesn't mean it can't happen, but the odds, the probabilities of it happening a second time right afterwards is usually not that great. So, at least in my experience. So that's why I'm holding off here. If we could get that move up through 1720, that would have been a different story. I'm waiting for my live account to open right now on Colmex. 15 per month to run, 150 per trade minimum, but they have a higher commissions of 0.008. Colmex, is that TradeNet? Isn't that TradeNet? As you can see, we did get that move back down here to 1710, but nothing quite. Everything, it's not really moving that fast. So we're still waiting for that fast move. Keeping an eye on everything else here. RUTH, took a look at HA, nothing there on either of those. You're classed as a professional trader, would you believe? How is that possible? Own platform. I'm not very familiar with the old TradeNet thing. I just know that they're pretty much marked as a scam by the day trading community. So, yeah. There was some pretty vivid proof that Mir is basically, when he's trading and showing you all these big profits, that he's in a win-win situation, because he's basically trading with his own money against his own money. So if he wins, it's all break even. So he can technically really just trade with any amount of size. I never said that they were or were not a scam. I just said that they I just said that they're not a bad place to start. Like, if you're a brand new day trader, I don't disagree that they're a horrible place to start, because you can get like $14,000 in buying power when they're running a sale for like $350 or whatever it was. But the odds of you ever getting that back are slim to none. Here we go. See if we can make a fast move here on VIPS. Love to see him move straight to 1750. That'd be ideal. Yeah, Christian, there's a YouTuber out there that his the rumor is that's what he does. Nice. Well, hey, Mr. Mackey, everyone, I guess everyone's miles vary. Your mileage may vary is the saying. I had a feeling this morning was going to be this way. Where there really isn't too much moving the way that we would like. Oh, look at VIPS there. So it ran right into that resistance that we had, that line we had there, 1720. But the way it was grinding, I didn't really like it. So we were just waiting for that fast move. So unfortunately, we missed this move back down. But I'm not going to be upset about it. Chris, what's up, man? Good morning. Big old Bed Bath & Beyond. Yeah, they're headed to the downside. Just waiting for the scanners to tell us something here. Waiting for those quick moves. BVN's kind of lurking on the scanner here. It's been sitting around 12 for a while now. I think PLT just got absolutely slammed to the downside. Like no volume there. What are you guys watching? BIMI, BIMI. That thing looks nasty. Look at that chop. APDN. Also, oh, that one doesn't, I mean, at least that one's not chopping too much. Neuro, you're still watching from yesterday. Yeah. A lot of these, they try to get that continuation going, but, oh, it's actually halted to the upside. CHCI. This one actually looks like it's trying to move. I think it's got a ton of volume as well. It's up quite big. These low float penny type stocks, they can definitely make some moves, that's for sure. They're definitely making a comeback this week. It's kind of been that week where these types of stocks have been moving. HLX has some good volume. Made a nice little dip there at the bell. It's starting to come back up. OKE. We've traded OKE in the past. Man, look at that dip at the bell. That was a nice dip. ERI. Let me check out BBBI. BBBY. So still nothing. Still watching. Still waiting. It's definitely been a slower day for sure. The SPY is getting absolutely hammered right now. All the way from the highs, trying to get back down to the lows of pre-market. Just almost kind of fell off a cliff there. While you guys are nice and busy making some money, don't forget to hit that like button. I'm really excited. The only reason I keep asking is because I know if you guys hit the like button, it'll get more people in here, and the more people in here, we get closer to the giveaway. I've been talking about doing this giveaway for so long, and I'm sticking to my guns here with the 35 concurrent viewers. So the only way I can get there is if I keep asking you guys. Just FYI, I'm not asking because I don't necessarily care about the likes, but I want to give away some balls. Share my love for balls. Yeah, the spy is interesting. It's doing a lot of stuff without other stocks. I've been talking about it the last few days, where if you look at the daily on the SPY versus all these like airlines and cruise lines and stuff, it's like all these companies want to trade with the SPY, but the SPY kind of just like said, I don't feel like trading with you guys anymore. I'm just going to leave you behind. Whoops. Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba-ba. Thanks for the likes, guys. Appreciate it. Yeah, hit that button, son. Just being patient, guys and gals. There's really nothing I can do if the market does not want to present its opportunity to us. We are not paid for our time here in the stock market. We are paid for opportunity. Stole that one straight from Kevin Avery. I think that's something that he says, or something along those lines. And it's true. We're not getting paid to trade. I mean, we are in a sense. But if you force trades and you're not taking your edge, it is not consistent in the long run. It's all about having a system, a strategy, risk management in place, and doing the same thing over and over again. Yeah, I keep hearing about CHCI. These low floaters are going nutso. PIXY just tried to halt to the downside there. Mr. Gifford, J Blue kind of looks just like all the other airlines and cruise lines. Like, look at J Blue, look at Delta, American Airlines, CCL, RCL. They literally all look the same. The travel industry is all kind of in a weird spot right now. HL popped up on the scanner, is sitting at 13. The range on this is kind of crap. SPY trying to bounce up a little bit. Giving me the FOMOs already. I get the FOMOs all the time. Like, you see me start doing this, it's just like, oh, I'm itching so bad. I just want to trade. It's me fighting. It's me showing discipline. Now, keep in mind, guys, this is not something that I normally was capable of. When I first started, I felt like I had to trade, right? I felt if I'm sitting here, I need to trade to make money. That is not the case. It is, believe it or not, by being cash, not taking a trade sometimes is making you money, right? Because instead of taking a losing trade that you shouldn't have taken in the first place, you didn't lose money. So in a sense, you made money, right? Let that one sink in for a little bit. And it also sucks because I look in my Discord and I see people posting some charts of winners. And it's like, oh, the FOMO is real. Yeah, but Mr. Gifford, see, this is where a lot of people don't understand that a lot of times when you get the news of something like that, especially like a bailout for the airlines, a lot of people were already expecting that, and that's already priced into the stock. And so a lot of people don't understand is when news comes out, usually the price is already factored in. So that's why you'll see a lot of times when the news does come out, you'll get a huge spike, and that's all the newer traders, the news type traders that FOMO into these trades because they just heard the news, but in reality, the price will come right back down to where it was before because the price was already factored in over the course of the last few days based on the rumor that that news was going to come out. So these airlines, the rumor was, they're going to get the bailout. So that price, that was already factored into the price. So that's why you're not really seeing a big movement out of them. I do have a Discord. It's down in the description. You'll see it down there. I have a select group of traders that I have been trading with for a very long time. Well, not very long time, but for like the last 8 months plus. So we kind of have our own channel in the Discord that you guys can't see. So sorry about that. But in the general hangout in the Discord, I still talk in there all the time. If anybody has any questions, concerns, just wants to chat about anything, that it's there, right? I still talk in there. We chat in there all the time. But as far as the room that I usually talk in, for the most part, is just me and a few other guys. Which, honestly, I talk more to you guys than I do anything. But the Discord is mainly there for when the stream ends, because I'll hang out in there for the rest of the day. That is not a ticker. HT. JBHT. I hit JG. That's a higher price stock. What is Under Armour doing? Kind of just chilling. You want my private Discord, huh? I don't know if I set this back up. Let me see. I changed over to Stream Elements, so I'm not quite sure if I set this back up. It doesn't look like I did. I thought I had it on a timer to talk or to mention it here and there, but I have to go look at it. I can link it for you guys real quick, even though it's down in the description. Expire never, no limit, generate, copy. There you go. Man, come on, market. Give us something. I know was it Monday and yesterday we had to wait until 10:30 for anything to pop up. I was kind of hoping, I think Tuesday we got one right at the bell. I think it was FRO. And trust me, guys, I want to be trading 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 times with this single entry type strategy. But again, if the opportunity doesn't present itself, it's just don't take it. Be disciplined. Sit on your hands. There's no reason to force trades. How many stories do you hear of someone saying, I got into this trade, and if you really break it down and you are real with them and you start asking them, is this your strategy? Is this your A+ strategy? And they'll tell you no. Well, why did you get in? And they don't really have an answer, right? You should be able to answer those questions. So if you can't answer those questions, you shouldn't be in that trade. So keep that in mind. You always have to be, and there's going to be times where you force a trade and you win, and that's even worse than losing, right? Because now you're reinforcing that you can break your rules and win, right? That is not what you want, because in the long term, it's going to bite you in the ass. Trust me. I've learned that from experience. Such a disappointing open here. The SPY is actually headed back down towards the lows, so I'm starting to suspect we're not going to get too much. And again, guys, I get back to everybody, whether it's a comment on YouTube, a question on Discord, whatever it may be. I might not get to it like right away, but I'm usually pretty good at doing that. But if you guys do have any questions, concerns, comments, any of that, feel free to ask wherever you have to. I'm pretty active when it comes. I take this stuff real serious. So yeah, just McCarthy, do that in the general hangout if you don't mind. I'll general, oops. I mean, it doesn't need to be kept clean in there, but it's not, that channel's not really meant for that. Thanks, marketing. And Mr. Gifford, don't take it personal. It's one of those things where it's Devin, Tom, and David. And Thomas. There's 5 of us in there, and they're guys that I've been trading with for a while now, like side by side. They've been part of ISW team at one point, and I've grown to know them personally and whatnot. So it's just one of those things where it's kind of like the inner circle, I guess you could say. I was thinking about possibly making something like that via the Patreon type thing, but I don't know. I don't really want to get into making people pay to be a part of something. At least while I'm still a noob, right? I should at least know what I'm doing and be making some real money before we get into anything like that. I do agree we're on the right path, but we still need to actually get down that path first. Yeah, and Mr. Gifford, to be completely honest with you, a lot of the guys, they felt, because we were trying to hang out in there as much as we could, but we were having some trouble with some of the new guys coming in. And like I said, I have no problem answering all the questions that do come in. Gonna be a little punk rocker. But there was just so many questions coming in all at once that we started to kind of phase out the general chat just a little bit. But like I said, we're still in there, but we're trying not to promote it to be like a place where everyone just comes and just unloads all the questions, right? So I don't mind the questions, but to basically, I'm an advocate for doing your due diligence. So I try to be as honest as I can with everything, and that's what I'm basically doing right now. If you're going to come in and ask me questions that you could easily just Google yourself, I don't want to say it bothers me, but it doesn't bother me at a personal level. It bothers me that you can't do your own due diligence first before coming to ask me a question. That, you know, I almost want to go to that website where it says, let me Google that for you, and do it that way and give them the answer. I do that to my brother all the time. But I want you to come to me with the questions that you can't find answers to, right? I want you to prove to me that if you want me to do some work for you, I want you to do work for yourself first, right? That's the whole point of it. I don't want you to feel like I'm neglecting or, you know, shoving you away. I just want you to understand that this isn't easy. I've been at this for over 1.5 years, and I'm still working hard every single day to try to figure this out. So that's what I was kind of getting at with the chat not being as active. Is I didn't want to promote that you could just come in here and just ask all the silly questions. Literally, Thomas, just type in Google. Let me Google that for you. It's like LMGTFU.com, right? Let me Google that for you. It's just abbreviated. So I am watching Fang here. Nice call out there, marketing. See if we can get a pop through 30. Using 29.50 here. Man. Nice, Christian, nice. Hey, a winner's a winner. I'd like to see a pop through 30 here. It's not really giving us that pop. I'm in this for over 2 years, and the last 3 months have been my first consistent profitable. Yeah, exactly. That's how we do it. They say it's an average of 3+ years for most traders that stick around to actually become consistently profitable. You're going to always have people that strike it big early because they went way too big, way too early, and they just got lucky, right? They happened to pick all the right stocks, and everything just kind of worked out in their favor. That's not going to be everybody. The 90% are going to do the exact same thing that person did and fail, right? You're always going to have the probability of somebody getting lucky and, just picking the right stocks at the right time. But it doesn't mean that their strategy was correct. Can they do it consistently? That's a different story, right? Somebody comes into the market with 25,000 and turns it into 200,000 in, a year. Can they do it again next year? Probably not, because they probably don't even know how they did it, right? All they were doing was just hit and buy and hit and sell, and they just happened to figure it out. I mean, sure, they might have an idea what they're doing, but do they have like an actual strategy? If one of those stocks were to actually go against them, like if it was a black swan type stock, would they know how to exit that trade before it's too late? And you see the stories on Reddit and stuff all the time where people will make, $1 million and they'll give it all back and they'll end up broke. It's like, how does that even happen? How can you make $1 million and then not have the sense to keep your risk management in play after it? Like, you need to realize, be self-aware that you got lucky and then put some kind of risk management in place. But these people think they can just replicate it, right? They think they can duplicate the process, and they can't, and they end up losing it all. All in LK. The SPY actually jumped right back up the VWAP there pretty quickly, but now it's heading back down to the lows. LK trading is halted. Oh, it looks like they got delisted. Are they finally delisted? Wouldn't doubt it. Yeah, the hard rock, the screamers. He definitely sounded that way. Got your bank? Where's all those coins? You go put them in there? So Fang would be interesting, but this thing really needs to move. Again, it's just kind of grinding. It's really not what we're looking for. Thomas couldn't have said it better, guys. It doesn't take any skill to pick a winning stock, but to do it consistently every day is a different story. So true. I mean, think about it. When you enter a trade, you literally have a 50-50 chance of either winning or losing, right? I mean, obviously you have the slim chance of it landing on green and being break even, but it's literally a 50-50, right? It's going to go up or it's going to go down. But being able to recognize patterns, being able to recognize probabilities, being able to keep your emotions in check, being able to understand opportunity, being able to understand risk management, all of that plays into when you hit that button. If you just come into this and hit that button without knowing any of that, any of what goes into that, then you're just going to be in for a world of hurt eventually. TVIX, is TVIX actually moving? Because the market's really not being that volatile. Well, I guess it is. Isn't it crazy to think that this was up at $1,000? It's insane to me. Brian from ISW was short TVIX, and his average was 939. I don't know if he's still holding some of it, but let me ask him. CHK. That looks like a hangover. What the heck is going on here? Some interesting... Was this a reverse? Yeah, this had to be a reverse split. Was that 20 to 1 at least? This might be like a 40 to 1. I don't have any shares on it anyway, but that's probably a 40 or 50 to 1. I mean, I don't know where they were right before it happened. Brian said, yes, he's still in TVIX, but his average is 477 now. He's rotated it a bunch. That's still nuts. Like, take a look at that. It's at 229, even after coming back up from, it was under 200. And his average is at 477. That is insane. I know. I remember his average was up over, I want to say maybe it was 800, but I thought he was over 900. I don't remember, to be completely honest. It was at 10 cents. That could be like 100 to 1. Now I'm curious. Let me see. CHK reverse split. 200 to 1. That's crazy. 1 for 200 reverse split. I think that's the first time I've ever seen that. 923, he said. That was his top average. That's so nuts. So take a look at the daily, just to give you guys some perspective of why Brian is a god. 923 is right there, up near the top, and we're sitting down here at 230.70. Now, I mean, granted, he said his average is at 477 now, but even so, that's just from rotating shares. So basically, selling the washes and buying or shorting the pops. Buying the washes, covering, aka, and then selling back into the pops. I mean, that's nuts. That's insane. Jealousy ensues. The CNK was at 200 to 1. Wait, was it CNK? CHK? CHK. That's nuts. Can you imagine like waking up though and like just looking at the stock price before, and you had no idea it was about to 200 to 1 reverse split, and you thought like you had like 1,000 shares at 10 cents? You probably think you're rich, or like 10,000 shares because it was only 10 cents, and then you're like, oh no, I've actually lost money. That's kind of crazy. Yeah, I'm a millionaire, and then oh nope, I've actually lost some money. Whoops. That would suck. Guys, we only need 11 more people in here. That's it. We're over halfway. Hit the like button because we do need 20 likes as well. Hit the like button, see if we can get 11 more people in here. We got 20 minutes. Since the since the goal of, or since the trading is not happening today, we can at least try to give something away. That does look super heavy, right? It looks like it's about to fall over. You know what I just realized too? I don't think I have an alert box for subscribers. While I'm waiting for the scanner to do something, let me check that out. Because I see that the new subscribers pop up, but for some reason they haven't been popping up on. I wonder, did I not copy that over? I'm still learning Stream Elements. It's a completely new database. I mean, that was 13 hours ago, so maybe not. I know the tips work though, right? Oh no, yeah, it's there because I remember the tips from Friday night when they went through. So yeah, it should work. So if somebody were to sub live on the channel, it would work. It should work. Yeah, it's there. Okay. Just wanted to make sure. Uh-oh. His uh-oh is the cutest thing. The spy doing exactly what I said it was going to do. Just chopping. I mean, this is, believe it or not, this is what we were accustomed to before the coronavirus, right? The spy would just be in like a $2 range. And it was nice because you would have stocks and kind of doing their own thing where everything's trying to move with the spy at the current moment because no ticker wants to move without the spy moving too, right? Because what if we go up and the spy's going down? That doesn't look good, right? The market's going down. Why are we going up kind of thing? And so it's kind of just overall crap at the moment, and there's really not much we can do. We're just kind of waiting it out. Sir, why your chart screen is very small, but your order window is good? What do you mean? It's not small. You mean the candles? I mean, I can make, like, if you're talking about the candles, I can make those bigger. Yeah, Chris, I've heard, and I don't really care too much. You were in Fang? What happened? Because it doesn't look like it did much. What do you think about ATVI? Looks very grindy. Looks very choppy. The 60-minute on this thing is like chop heaven. Yeah, that thing is very choppy. Oh, got something on the scanner here. LYTS, a little bit of a lower float. Oh, what happened? Camden, leave it alone. We have shares here. It's about to. It's gonna try to halt here at 540. If we can get this pop to 550 right here, I'd be very interested. Oh, if it actually halts, it's gonna probably suck. What did we get? We got 41. I had a feel. Oh, there we go. I had a feeling it wasn't gonna get to the halt there. That's why I did what I did. See if we can get this quick drop. Give us a quick fill here. Just need a little bit more. There we go. We're on the bid. Come on, Mr. Bid. Give us a fill for once. Give us a fill in the bid. Still sitting there on the bid. I don't understand why. I wonder if when we get on the bid like that, it triggered the order, so now our stop is not there anymore, which is weird. We're on the bid again here. All right. Not going to fight it over 1 cent there. For some reason, it didn't want to give us the fill. We'll take it for 1 cent. We were at 921. 922 was on the ask. 18 or 522, sorry. But I'm not going to fight over 1 cent there because it wouldn't give us the fill. I actually look at the halts like that as an advantage. The only thing that can really bite us is if when it comes out of the halt, it opens up above our price, right? That's the only thing that could really hurt us with this strategy. But even then, we just cut it, and you just have to kind of take the bigger loss. But I feel like the odds of that happening aren't always that great. But nice little winner right off the scanner, guys. LYTS. That's what I said. We just had to wait, right? Be patient. Wait for our setup. So I'm not going to be mad. As you can see, we still wouldn't have got our fill. The ask never came down. So that was a good feel type move there to take the profits. And as you can see, it's popping right back up here. Would not be inclined or declined to play this again if it wants to run high of day. Just zoom the chart. Oh, I see what you're saying. So yeah, you are talking about the candles. I personally, I like to be able to see yesterday's action, so I can see extensions away from previous resistance. So that's why I'm usually zoomed out a little bit. Nice trade there on Fang marketing. The only thing is, take a look at that. It actually looks like a descending triangle. Just, I don't know what it did afterwards. We'll take a look here after LYTS figures out what it wants to do here. See if this wants to pop through 350. So we definitely made the right call there. I'm a little curious what happened to my stop order. I'm wondering if it was still there or not. I'll have to see if I can check that out. When I canceled by 520. So I don't see it in there. It was there. I never see where it says it was canceled. Let me take a quick look since this is kind of chopping around here. Yeah, see the descending triangle? Looking at your chart, like here, let me pull it up here. Yeah, bub. Hold on. So, see how you got the nice descending triangle here? That's kind of what I was trying. Let me just draw it on my chart. I think you used the 1 minute, so might be a little. I don't know. I don't like the 1 minute. It's harder to see if I zoom in. It was actually easier to see on your chart. But there it is. And as you can see, it's completing. I was just saying, like, you got out where you did. It's not a bad cover, but you got out right where the descending triangle looks like it was going to try to break. So it could have just been something to keep in mind for a later date. LYTS just kind of hanging out up here now. So technically I didn't completely follow my plan of letting it get to the full take profit, but we missed it by a penny because we weren't really getting that fill, so I'm not going to be too upset about it.
Go put that back in your room. Because your brother just tried to play with it.
Uh-oh. Did you hear him say backpack? Backpack. 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 He's getting so good with his words. Big drop there on LYTS. I don't like playing the double tops, especially when they pop right back up like that. Usually when they pop right back up like that, you usually get a little bit of continuation first, but we just didn't get it on this one, so not really worried about it. I'll take the winner there and be happy with it. CHK dropping. Yeah, that thing looked heavy. And most times you get reverse splits, they tend to do that anyway, so I don't have any shares for that, so it doesn't really matter. It just goes to show you guys, being patient, letting the scanner do its work. LYTS popped up right off the scanner, guys. Love it. I don't have to do anything. I just sit here and wait. Talk to you guys, right? We were just sitting here having a conversation, and then I said, oh, there's LYTS. Right off the scanner, see what happens. Boom. Love it. Nice and easy. I am going to have to get off here maybe a couple minutes early. The wife has a call at 10:30, so I'm going to have to get off. So you guys have literally like 7 minutes to get 12 more people in here and 6 more likes. Do it. Get it done. Get it done. Got 5, 6, 7-ish minutes. I want to give away some balls. If not, we're just going to have to wait till tomorrow. I don't want to. I want to give these things away. Don't forget to subscribe, by the way, if you aren't already. Appreciate that support. Yes, Brayden. Yes, Spider-Man. The day's almost done, and then we'll hang out for a little bit. Yeah? You want to go back over Nona's today? Yeah? Yeah, actually, you know what? Let me make sure she said it was okay. Yep. Yes. Play with you? Or stay with you? Mommy and Daddy have to run to the store. That's why we're going over Nona's. Just like yesterday. When we dropped you off at Nona's yesterday, Mommy and Daddy went to the store and it was already closed. So now that's why we're going to go back today, so that we can get what we didn't get yesterday. You can't right now. We can't have you go to the store. Yeah. Speaking of that, we actually need to come up with some kind of masks. Didn't that go in? Huh? Okay. Yeah, in Maryland, or it's just Anne Arundel County, right? Apparently, he's all right. He's all right. Apparently, in our county, our governor put into effect that we cannot go. Huh?
Not our governor.
Who?
Whoever runs our county. The governor runs the state.
I thought it was Hogan that said it. I thought that's what Mom said. Or I thought that's what the Facebook post said. But apparently, we're not allowed to go into any public essential place as of effective today without a mask. Apparently, you're at risk of a $500 fine if you do. So it's kind of interesting. IBR broker? I don't know what IBR broker is. I am using a CMEG broker, which I have a. If you go to my webpage, my YouTube page, I have a couple videos, reviews, and such on them. If you're interested. SPY actually went to low a day. It actually went under the lows from pre-market. Trying to figure out what he's saying. Sounds like he's saying this is. He's playing with Legos. Yeah, I mean, I don't go out without it anyway, so it just sounds silly at this point, so I couldn't. We just apparently you can kind of just use whatever you want, but well, we're not going grocery shopping. We're going to Home Depot just to get stuff to do things while we're home being driven insane. Trying to find things to do outside. The reason we're going to Home Depot is we're looking at vanity. We're looking to try to redo the half bath downstairs, make it a little bit better looking / a little bit more functional. Because what they did is we're in like a duplex, and it's one of those ones where it had outside storage. Well, they took that outside storage and converted it to indoor space, and they made it into a laundry room / half bath. Well, the furnace and all the other utility stuff is in there, and the vanity that they used, you basically have to walk in and turn sideways to get between the furnace and the bathroom vanity. So we're looking at something more along the lines of like a pedestal sink, but something that also still had storage, so that we can actually walk in without having to turn your body to get in there. And it's more so not to go to the bathroom, but like when you're carrying a basket of clothes or something like that in there, it's kind of a pain. And I can't tell, I have like a permanent bruise on like my right hip from all the times that I've hit the corner of that sink. But, all right, well, it doesn't look like the giveaway is going to happen. We actually ended up losing some viewers, I guess, because I said I was getting out of here. Don't forget to hit the like button if you haven't already. I always appreciate that support. If you're not subscribed, hit subscribe, hit the little bell, let you know when I go live every single morning. Hopefully you guys stay out of trouble today. Stay green if you're already in the green. And I will see you guys tomorrow morning. Peace. What the heck?
He was crying.
I wasn't crying that much.